Well, Merry Christmas, Mike, Rob, and Josh. May your holiday be filled with all the peace, love, and warmth of the season. And maybe, just maybe,
Baby.
a little snow on Christmas morning.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Oh, I think it's marvelous. Some of it really fun.
You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com. It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
All right, boys, do you want the happy or the I shouldn't put it that way. do you want the good or the bad?
Well, Mike,
to start.
You know, it's the holidays. And sometimes the sad or bad sets up the happy, like the gift of the Magi. You know what I mean? So let's start bad.
Well, but for my purposes, and I don't mind going that direction,
okay.
and I probably should based on what our listeners crave.
Mike, they crave action.
But in this case,
Yes.
I'll start with the bad.
Mike, you know what? If this is a disaster because we started wrong, people will forgive you. And you know why? Because it's the holidays.
No, it's just I have some nice things to say after I talk about my experience yesterday. So, as I had mentioned on the show yesterday, I was going to the urologist because it's they sent me there.
It's been a few weeks since you've seen a doctor.
Yeah, and was this a pleasure trip or was this recommended?
You don't acknowledge when Josh gives you that's come into play in my opinion right there.
Oh, it's sensational. Yeah.
Yeah. Every other day I look, Medicare, I get maintenance. That's why. That keeps me healthy. And by the way, let me say right off the bat, no issues. But at a man of my age, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the prostate, as I was told.
Well, you are like a Ducati automobile. You are excellent. You are fantastic. You are desirable.
Isn't a Ducati a motorcycle?
Well, if they made
It is.
Okay. You're like a Ducati motorcycle, Mike. And that you require maintenance. But when you are in fine fettle, you are desirable.
But
No, I'm thinking like the old muscle cars. You just got to keep it in the garage, tune it up, but then it goes out and it looks nice. It still runs.
still
Mike,
runs.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
pays
still
attention.
run. I still run for now.
Every Friday night, Mike goes and sits in the parking lot of a Burger King with all the other old men, and you can look
Just
at them and
hangs
how
out.
pretty they are.
That's what I do.
Right.
And I
You just
hang
keep his
out.
hood open.
Mike's hood.
With the previous co-host on this program referred to me as prickly because somebody referred to me as prickly and
Yes.
he latched onto that. Last email to the group. Last word was prickly. Correct?
Yes. Yeah, I believe so.
And fine. I accept that badge.
You've
I'm
been
fine
less
with
prickly
that.
this year, Mike, than ever before.
I feel as though prickly is now only when prickly is necessary will I be prickly.
And also, Mike, knowing that you are prickly, acknowledging your prickliness, that is really the first sign that you're willing to change.
Now today, because I ran a little late dropping our dog off who has a little pain in his right leg, and today my wife laid it on me last night. Can you drop him off at 8 o'clock at the vet's? And I said, will they take me early? I said, yeah, they probably will take you early. And I see all these people trundling in before 8 o'clock, and I see the place is open from 8 o'clock on, but people are still walking in. The doors were open, so I brought the dog in at 7:45, and I say, I got to be at work like in about 5-10 minutes. I'm wondering if you could see me early. And it's like, hem haw, hem haw. Then about 9 effing people walk in after me. And I sat
you're just
and I watched
there with
everybody
your
get
dog.
called in
Yeah.
front of me. I watched
Yeah, of
everybody
course.
called, and I said, and this one I was prickly without justification. And I walk up and I go, well, now it's 8 o'clock and I really do have to go. And they accommodated me, and it was wonderful. I'm leaving out all the details.
Did you explain
subjective.
to them that dozens and dozens of people rely on you being on time to be entertained?
8 or 9 people
Yes.
really need me to be in here.
I mean, I could see it. You're there with the dog, and somewhere at home, Jim Amato is drumming his fingers on his desk, waiting.
But that
for
has
the show
nothing to
start.
do with yesterday.
Did you ever think of just tying Winslow to the chair and walking out?
Yeah.
No, because
Sometimes you
he's a
see
loving
that-
member of the family.
You
No,
see
but
that sometimes outside of like a 7-Eleven, just the dog tied to a pole and they're inside shopping. So, that's
Well,
okay.
this is a vet's office, and there were other dogs in there, and I just couldn't do it. To him. And he's my number one seed, so I love that dog.
How about the other dog?
Chateau Interrupto, can I maybe just get half a sentence out today before? Please, for the love of God.
Okay.
God, you are Holiday Rob. He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Holiday
Mike, here's
Rob.
the deal. This is prickly because last year you complained there wasn't Holiday Rob. And this year I'm actually enjoying myself and you're not happy
Shut
now.
up, please. Just shut up for a second.
That won't
all right?
make me happy.
Just shut up.
All right.
I want to share what happened, and I want to set it up properly so that there's no confusion. I have a regular, what do they call it? A wellness check. That is not coming to my house to see if he's dying to flap it. He's dying. He's right now. It's all of his power not to be able to interject.
You have manufactured a problem in your mind that doesn't happen. I'm not going to say a word.
Excuse me, that you interrupt Josh and me on a like 75 times a show?
At that's
moment, manufactured?
At the moment that you are starting to talk and I am explicitly not talking and you're saying he's dying to talk.
All right, I'll shut up.
So.
Now I'll shut up.
Thank you.
So, what?
Huh?
So anyway, I roll over to this after the wellness check. They said you might want to just get it checked out, and I go in, and I am not expecting anything bad, but it's still I got a couple of we know people that have had prostate issues, and some of them severe, and some of them fatal, and it's a thing that men have to be aware of. By the way, I'm told that type of gland in the body that by the time if you live forever. To like 150, it'll eventually get the big casino.
Of course,
that's what I'm told about that particular part of the body. So I'm there's a tiny bit of me, even though the blood work scores are really good. I'm going just to get the final. It's the final piece of the wellness check, and it's no biggie as far as I'm concerned. And that's why I waited over a month to go in and check it out. And I, because these are specialists and they book way in advance,
sure.
and I'm fine with that. And I really didn't think much about it, except that, the one thing that I know is probably coming, and that is, einen Finger.
Mike, my doctor once called it the trip to the jelly drawer.
Well, how did this doctor put it? He was great. He said,
is he cute?
It was some term that he used. It's let's check under the hood.
Well,
that's kind of
nice.
That's what.
You see, I prefer an
which
organic.
I thought was funny.
I prefer an organic maintenance for that part of the body, which is why I am scheduled for regular massages.
Oh God! All right, stop. I have to say this. The interesting thing about this office is the office is located where my old general practitioner used to be, and now he's across the street. Mm-hmm. So it's I'm familiar with the office, and the office works that the doors open up, and you're right there. So it's they've got the whole floor in this little building. And I don't expect anything other than just to get in there, the einen Finger, a little stress and stuff like that, and then, hopefully a clean bill of health, and on my way. So doors open up, and I'll tell you, I probably have a significant anxiety about front desk personnel.
You've never had good luck with them.
It can go really only two ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or three ways. There can be indifference, which is fine. There can be really terrific, which is a nice warm greeting. Mm-hmm. And then there can be the worst part, which is just real, like, borderline hostility for reasons that can't be explained.
Exactly.
Yesterday, I experienced the third. And
hostility.
It begins with the doors opening, and I got to get my phone out here.
Okay.
Because I just want to read a text that I got, and I got the text maybe 2 days ago. Final, one of those reminder texts that you always get.
So this is from the doctor's office. This text.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
When you got it, did it seem mechanically generated, or did it seem like someone actually texted you?
I don't know.
Because I used to get automatic texts from a doctor that I no longer went to, largely for the fact that he would email, text, and call with like a calling machine, a robot, reminding me for an appointment that was another lady's.
This would be
And
last Thursday.
Okay.
This would be last Thursday at 11:40 a.m. I get Michael, confirm your appointment, 11:15 a.m., urologist. Text stop to opt out.
Okay, so it's an automatic deal.
So I'm like, okay. And then I also went online and filled out all their paperwork in advance because that is a time. So the doors open up, and the very first thing when you know there might be an issue is you get the looking down. And the words are, name, please.
Oh, no.
And, all right, no, but that's all right. Hey, that's happened a million times. No big whoop.
But it's the holidays. They should
Well,
be
it's the
nice.
holidays, and also people go to this particular guy. You know, there might be something serious. So you're probably dealing with a little elevated anxiety when you walk
Understood.
in there. And then, okay. And from name, please, first words are, you're a half hour late.
What?
And I'm like, no. The thing says I'm here a little before 11:15. That's 11. And then I can't give you all the details of the words that were said, but it was something along the lines of, I registered you for that appointment. And I specifically said, be here half an hour early to fill out paperwork. I said something like, well, I filled out all the paperwork online anyway, but I don't remember, it was over a month ago, and then I produced
The
the
text.
message that said 11:15. And then we went back and forth. And within a minute and a half, I'm having an argument at the front about being a half hour late with a real attitude. And
Was the waiting room crowded?
No.
No. So I mean, it didn't look like you were going to muck up the system by being on.
No,
time.
but there's just a scowl. I'm not getting a greeting. I'm not getting and I said, do you treat all of your patients this way? And at that point, she's received the insurance card and the driver's license, and she turns and she said, I can't do this. And she tosses it to the other woman on the other side of the office.
She can't even, Mike. That's really bad.
And it's just this scene.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking, she said, she'll take you over there. And I looked at, and I'm not letting it go, because this is obviously the one thing I am perceiving is this is a bully. Mm-hmm. And this is somebody who probably deals with elderly people.
Yes.
That take the crap. And I'm not taking the crap.
No, it's Nurse
It was
Ratched.
instantaneous.
She's a terrorist right there.
And I said, are you having a bad day? I don't go off. I don't say anything. And then the other person, I walk around. You literally walk around the corner to the other glass window.
Right.
With this lady is now out of the waiting area, gone to the back room. I'm hearing. And I don't know what the hell is going on. The vibe I'm getting, because I immediately begin to try to assess whether this next person is intimidated, on my side, with the other lady. And
you got to feel the room. Yeah, you got to get the temperature.
I'm getting smiles. So at this point, I'm getting smiles, and I'm trying to be polite, and I'm feeling my heart rate is going thump, 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 because I was blindsided by this, and I'm
Not
sitting there,
anything you expect.
and now it's just a bit of a thing. And at this point, I am really going back and forth in my own mind, and I'm sure people have experienced this of, F it, I'll go see somebody else. But I'm like, no, this is the front desk person, has really nothing to do with anybody else that I'm going to deal with after this. This is I'm considering, but I was so close. By the way, all I need is one more bit of rude, and
that'll cap it.
I'm out of there. Thank you.
The other
Goodbye.
Thing, like,
Happy holidays.
You're not even bringing up the fact that when she provides that element of tension, and you get very tense and uptight, it makes the exam harder. It does.
That would be referred to as the pucker factor.
Precisely, Mike. And you don't.
But
want
I don't
that.
get it. I don't get it from the other lady checking me in, and then the assistant comes out. This guy. And he's
this guy.
He's very matter of fact, but I'm also heart still thumping. You wonder when you're going through this, has she just shared with the world that I'm the problem in the back
Well, of
or
course,
something like that.
she's not gonna be the-
But I don't
but-
know what she's doing, so I don't know who she's talking to or what's going on. But I'm filled with all this angst
The
for
second lady-
absolutely no reason.
The second lady at the desk, did she sort of at all communicate the fact that, well, this is just the way she is, and she might
Maybe just a touch, but it's hard to tell. But yeah, there certainly wasn't anything negative from the other lady.
Okay, I
Nothing.
don't want to objectify the first lady, but was she older? Was she younger? Did she look like anyone famous? Did she, before you got the bad treatment, which would force you to judge her as a bad person?
No, she was a very average looking person.
Unremarkable.
She was like unremarkable, nothing,
Maybe that's
probably-
why she's mad.
I don't know, much younger than me, and maybe,
everybody
but
is.
not a kid. So
Okay.
that's all I can tell you about her. The other guy comes out, and he's kind of matter of fact. So he's completely polite, and but there's no, welcome or any of that. And I'm thinking, okay, have I screwed up their whole day now? Is this
course
what's
not.
going on here? And I'm freaking out about it. And this carries into. And I'm filling out paperwork, by the way.
Is it the same
Repeat-
paperwork?
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
Repeat paperwork.
I'm
not
assuming-
exactly repeat. I want to be fair here and say no, it wasn't exactly the repeat of what I filled out, but there was certain redundancies to it. But
Okay.
that's normal in a doctor's office. I know that that's the way it goes. Yeah, Josh.
Did you get to see her interact with anyone else during this time?
No, because the whole time I'm in the outer office, she's gone. She's not there, and but that'll
she
come into
couldn't deal
play
with
later.
it. Yeah.
That'll come into play later. So I go back, and the guy's taking my vitals. They do a.
Are you sure this guy works there?
Yeah, because he's got the outfit.
Okay,
on.
he's got the
He
outfit.
He takes all my my info, and then he does what's called a bladder scan. I guess they look for
Look
the
out.
bladder. They do a bladder scan it's like a sonogram that a pregnant lady would have. Okay,
Yeah, make
And
your bladder gladder.
he gets done. Okay, I've got all I need, and the doctor will see you. And I said, and then I make some reference to the fact that, man, oh man, I'm glad everything's going swell now because it certainly didn't go smoothly at the front. Blah 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 blah. And I kind of share with him what was going on, and he says to me, and I quote, the gist of it is. I really hope you would share that with the doctor because, and he kind of in a whisper says to me, "You're really not the only one." Oh, there it is, and suddenly the weight is lifted off me because I'm not the only one. So this is repeat biz we have here.
I have seen in different medical offices where the lady at the front desk is under the impression that they run things.
It's
And it's a little bit of a power thing, yeah.
Look, so the exam, no problems. Like the doctor.
Did he wear gloves?
I don't know. I was facing away.
I understand.
But
I
both
find once
sides,
they
both
trust
sides
you.
are examined. Both sides.
Lucky you.
Yeah, happy day. In and out, no problem. I shouldn't use that term.
Well, I'm thinking
I was in the office and I was out of the office.
Okay.
And then he says, "There's there's one prescription he gives me, and then a follow-up appointment. I think in 6 weeks, something like that."
Good.
And
Is it an oral medication that he gives you?
No, it's a suppository I shove up my butt.
See, I just want to know.
Come on,
People
you.
want to know.
Well,
People
it
want to
could
know.
be a cream.
It could be. Josh,
it could be a
thank
salve.
you. It could be a
I lost the applicator. Remember that? One of the funniest lines out of everybody.
I brought
Loves
back
Raymond.
that cream I borrowed.
So, at the end of everything, I said, and I hate to do this, but I feel like I have to, and I share the experience I had. And he's non-committal, but he's listening. He says, "Yeah, well, it's been a day," something like that, blah blah blah. And I just wanted it to be heard. I'm not going back there anytime soon. I don't care. I just wanted them to know what's going on. And then he walks me all the way out to the front desk to the woman's back there again.
Oh, she's returned.
And she is, I'm sorry, I got to tell the truth. It's scowling, kind of just with the.
Do you get the feeling that's her resting face?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And the thing is filled out, and she says, "Okay, you have a follow-up. What's a good time?" And I say, I work in the morning, so probably midday. Okay. And as I said, listen, I'm sorry for the confusion, but and I'm pissed.
Sure.
Because I said, but I think you owe me an apology. And she says, I was trying to give you an apology. I said, no, you weren't. I'm sorry.
When
but
was she trying to give you
never.
an apology?
And I said, from the minute I walked in, you're looking down, you don't look up. And she's got this headset on. She goes, you see this? This is for when I'm on the phone. I looked at her. I said, but you weren't on the phone when I walked in. I would have known if you were having a phone conversation. No answer to that. And then my last words to her was, be careful who you piss off. They might have a bunch of people that would be interested to hear this story, which I'm sharing right now.
Very
and if
true.
she's listening right now, I hope she does better. The one other thing I said, because at this point, another person comes out from behind, because I wasn't letting it go, because I don't like bullies getting away with crap.
Right. And obviously,
and the other lady
been a
said, I said, you know what?
going, yeah.
I didn't have any major medical issues, but I'm sure there are plenty of people that come in here and do, and are filled with worry and anxiety, and I would really hope that you wouldn't treat them the way I was treated today. See you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
And that was it, and I was on my merry way.
The
and
only
it was,
way I can play
my
devil's
heart rate's
advocate,
still
Mike.
up. I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking about it going into today. I was thinking about it coming into this show. It was unnecessary.
The only thing I can think is that it's a very busy time in the office. This is the busy time of year for ornament removal. And a very, very busy time for them. And,
Sure.
maybe she's just in over her head.
As far as when, you asked if there was anybody in the waiting room when I got there, there was not. And as far as the people in the waiting room when I left, nay, not a soul. Not a soul out there. Maybe one guy came in while I was waiting to check out. So it was that. I don't know. I mean, it's just, I don't think.
Oh, Mike.
Hold on a second.
We have a call.
All right.
Yeah, you have to say
hello.
hello.
Hi, this is Greg Allman wishing you a very, very Merry
He's
Christmas.
dead,
and
Rob.
season's greetings from me and the Greg Allman Band. Thanks.
He's dead.
What?
Yeah. Do you have them all?
Mike, I don't know. They just may pop up at any time.
You never know. You
never know.
ladies and
You never
gentlemen.
know. I didn't know Greg Allman was dead.
I didn't. Yes, he is. He has left this.
That's sad, right?
Earthly
he
plane.
wouldn't be dead if he visited his urologist on a regular basis for a
Amen.
wellness check.
By the way, this person, and my theory is this particular person would be much like me. When I rant and rave on the show, if I'm really angry, if I'm really mad at something, I don't feel good after that. I don't walk out of here dancing. I feel like crap. And I'm sure that she's the same way. And I think
No,
that
she's not the
ultimately-
same way. She loves it.
No, I don't think it's a love thing. I think it's just how can you be happy if you treat people like that?
Because you know
can't
what?
be.
How can you treat people like that if it doesn't make you happy?
I don't. But I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if it's regular. I don't know if it's a
And
bad
there's
day.
lots of people who are miserable, and all they can do is cause other people to be miserable.
It's very true. And
it
obviously,
really-
the assistant doctor, was he like a nurse practitioner or an intern or just a helper guy from around the neighborhood?
he's the PA, physician's assistant. That
He
person.
doesn't like her either. So
Yeah.
she's problematic. So that's her deal. That's her
But
game.
Rob, I have to tell you this: way back when we were at WAVA, when I was at WAVA, you joined us at WJFK. I have to say, do you remember what they called at WJFK the person who sat at the front desk? We had a name for it.
Yes.
We had a name. Rob remembers the name.
Ladies
this is
and
what
gentlemen,
you said.
please meet the director of First Impressions.
There it is.
There you are.
I'm a new patient. Never been there before. Just, dealing with that type of thing. And you know what? I chalk it up as to how I would like to live my life. And obviously,
are you
it
saying
didn't
to-
land when I went to the vet today, and I was a dick at the vets today, too.
Are you saying that you like to treat people the way you like to be treated?
I'd like to. I really would. Studies have shown that if you confront a bully, they may not bully again. Intelligence for Mike right now.
Intelligence for your mic.
So it was off to get a rat for Jake and pick up my kid at this
he's
point.
up to rats now, isn't he?
From
It's not
school,
mice.
he's up to small rats, and everybody that came across my path for the rest of the day, I killed him with kindness, including the prickly guy at the tire center when I had my second flat tire.
What are you
on my
driving around
vehicle.
construction sites? How are you getting these flat
I went to a part of the world off the highway that was very much under construction. Lots of vehicles, lots of lanes crossing, lots of debris in the roadway. It was that type of thing. And then,
is this where your medical office was?
no, they were fine. They didn't, they're fine.
Some of them
really fine.
Some of them are really fine.
And so I was I picked my kid up. I got the rat in the car.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's marvelous. Some of it really fine.
And I gave him a donut when he got in the car as a treat because it's holidays and yeah. And so when I got home, Dad, I hear something coming out of the tire, and I kind of poo-pooed it. And then like 10 minutes later, Carla goes out to the garage and goes, that tire is flat. And I look, and it's flat. So it's going, tss.
Well, I mean,
but I've got
modern cars, Mike, first of all, you should feel a flat before you hear it, like the thudump, or the, and did you get
no, it was a leak. And then it really, as soon as the car stopped,
you didn't get a notification on your dash? Because a lot of
no,
times
not when I was in the car. No.
Wow, they will oftentimes now monitor tire pressure. That's wild. Tire pressure.
And so, Carly says, I don't know if you can drive on that. And I'm looking at it, and this thing is flat, but I got, hey, you know what I have in my garage? Do you remember what I have in my garage? I have my own little air compressor in there. You know, that little mini air compressor?
I thought you were talking about the pipes and drapes.
No, they're gone.
I know.
Long gone.
Now, the donut you gave Michael, it wasn't the donut from your trunk, was it?
No, it was a KK. Yeah.
So good.
I had some, too.
Of course you did. There was one left for Michael.
There they are, baby. There they are. I bought a dozen. I did.
It's a way to go. I
bought a dozen.
A dozen.
Had a couple of them. Mike had a couple of them. We had some for Carla. Well, the hot sign was not on, Josh. It was not on, unfortunately.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It is very disappointing.
You know what? It's not so bad because they're fresh from the factory. I mean, it's a different.
It was very fresh. They were very fresh. I found out, because I do a Google search, that I got this tire joint. I could walk to it. It's like literally around the corner.
That's ironic, isn't it?
And I'm filled with anxiety again because it's there. No, I mean, what are you saying? They're everywhere?
No, I was saying that why would you walk to a tire place because you don't walk someplace?
That's it. Ironic. Thank you.
Well,
Thank
you have to walk there because you can't drive there.
Exactly. Right. So maybe.
I finally found the sound effect for the lobby at the doctor's office when I went back out to the front desk. Okay. There's nobody in there.
My friends.
That's what I was searching desperately for.
Hello, my friends. Merry Christmas, my friends.
Right. So I'm filled with anxiety again because I'm like, this is another rely on the director of first impressions situation. Precisely. And I am just, I'm in full. If I was a dog, I would walk into that office, walk into the outer lobby of the tire store, lie on my back, and expose my genitals in submission because I want to make that kind. And I have a need. Yeah, I have to drop the dog off today. I got places to go. Mrs. O'Mara is out slaying the dragon.
You can't be
supporting
without a car.
me in a way I'd like to become accustomed to.
Can't be without a car.
And I don't want to have to do rental. And the last time I had the tire experience, remember, they can't repair it.
Right.
And the guy is he's like a guy at a tire store. He's not happy, joy. He's like matter of fact, but he's competent, and I'll take that. He said, okay, it's going to be 45 minutes to an hour. Now, when you walk in off the street and you have an emergency situation, and his tone says that, my mind's racing, and I'm processing, well, that's pretty goddamn good. If I just took this thing off the street and he's making me wait 45 minutes to an hour, I got no problem with that because you know what? I carry these. I'm an idiot. I'm so goofy tired today. I carry these, and this is a computer in your hand that you can eat. You can surf the web with.
And what is your time waste? A game? You surf the web, or you
what do you do to
watch
pass
a
time?
show?
I surf. I bunny trail. I go through video shorts, probably at a very low volume. I definitely have to sling along some
you're not
wireless
it?
earbuds. That's what I will take for future endeavors. That's what I will do. But he says 45 minutes an hour. And let me see, probably 50 minutes on the dot. And here's one other thing. This is why I'm so paranoid, and I'm so stupid to be paranoid.
Right.
He goes, there's a guy walking out, an older guy, And he said, "Take care, Mr. So-and-so." Knows him by name. All right,
Well, that's
you have a good
great.
day.
I love that.
And it's like, I'll you be me, and I'm looking at you. Okay.
Okay.
So he's sitting there at his computer. "Take care, Mr. Johnson. All right, you have a happy holiday." And then he goes back to his computer and he goes, "All right, let me see here." And I'm like, "Oh God, this is gonna be the
Seismic
worst.
shift,
This is
yeah.
gonna be the worst." And they patch it. It's a $60 repair. And I'm like,
That's great.
I at this particular point, I said, "There's no inability to repair it. There's no new tire required. There's no multi-$100 replacement. Thank you, sir. Thank you." And I am
what we've
just
come to, Mike?
filled with gratitude at this point.
If the world wasn't such crap today, you'd be bitching that it costs $60 to patch a
would.
tire.
But not in this world.
Not in this world, no.
And then we have a tire discussion about that car and how they
Did
bake
you
you
mention
on
to
the
him,
cars.
Mike? Did you mention to him your past in tires? Does he know
I
that
did.
you're? Yeah.
I did, and and the fact that
Merchants Tire and Auto Centers has a 30-day lowest price guarantee. Well,
at that
buy
young
from
man.
Vince's Tire Warehouse and get free gumballs.
Merchants Tire and Auto Center has the lowest price on
I
Michelin
love how you
radios.
go from
Get the
character
Michelin
voice to
XA4
announcer
for traction
voice.
in any weather because so much is riding on your tires. And get Michelin's at Merchants because only Merchants Tire and Auto Center guarantees their Michelin prices to be lowest for 30 days after you buy.
Gumballs and tires, he can't miss. Trust me. Get out of there.
Mike, it was 1987, but it looks like it
God,
could
was
have been
that
produced.
1987?
Looks like it could have been produced.
Do the
today.
math. How many years ago is that, Rob Spiewak?
That is
My
13. That's
God.
37 years ago, Mike.
Dude, roll it again and freeze it. I want to look at that guy for a second.
Which guy, you?
Auto Centers
This guy right
has
here.
a 30-day lowest price guarantee.
There it is. Vinny's Tire Warehouse.
Have they called you as Mike?
That's the patch I have right there, you know?
Has Merchants called you lately?
No,
To be sponsored?
I wonder if Don McAndrews is still alive. I hope he is.
No, I think he's with Greg Allman.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. But no, nice people to work for.
That's
Really nice
great.
people to work
That's
for.
great.
I did a TV commercial, a local TV commercial.
But I love that you got off the hook for $60. That's not bad.
So
It's just
we start
sad.
chatting, and I say, because of this, I thanks so much for doing me the solid. I can't believe I'm out of here in less than an hour. I didn't say that to him, but that's what I'm processing it. And
Sure.
then we had a chat about the tires on that vehicle and how the dealership does what was done to me earlier in the day.
Exactly, Mike.
And and so I was the day
and the dealership,
ended
Mike,
very
make no
pleasantly.
mistake. They would say, "Yeah, you're going to need a new tire, but really, you need 2 new tires because they need to match on either
Yeah.
side of the axle."
And
if
by
you're gonna
now, in
replace
fairness
2,
to them, I did a little check on the right tire as well when I was doing this, just to see. And it's true what they say about the land of electric vehicles. They torque tires. They do.
Do they?
I know it now. Yeah. So
Why is that?
The answer because of the torque.
Okay.
The torque that you
All
have.
right.
But because of that, I also said, well, that all the more reason to get a viable alternative. This dude says, "Come in when you're ready. I can do them for and I'm like, oh. Yeah, I got my guy, and he's literally a stone throw away. So that was the positive
So you
part of the
ended
day.
on a positive note. That's great.
Even better, my day really ended when I got home, and Mrs. O'Mara and I took in the grand finale of the show Yellowstone.
This is the
which-
series finale. It's done. now.
Series finale, checked all the boxes. Taylor Sheridan again. I mean, just perfect. A perfect finale. Finales are so overblown in television most of the time.
And they never get them
this
right.
one,
They almost never get them right.
Oh, my God. This one just gave it all to it. And that's with Kevin Costner kind of boning the whole operation by, not coming back for the season.
Kevin Costner wanted
Part
nothing
2.
more than the season finale to suck, or the series finale.
I
to
bet he
suck.
did, but I
Yeah.
thought they killed it. I thought they killed it, and we love. I think as fans of that type of stuff, you love the old revenge plot line.
Sure,
I'm an
sure.
Equalizer fan. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Beautiful
Thing, Taylor
did it
Sheridan.
measure it
I
up?
salute you.
Did it put you ahead of? Did it put Yellowstone ahead of Landman?
Yellowstone's that's
the
what
gold
put him on.
standard.
That's what
Yeah.
put him on the map. So I think it was really for fans of that show, and I am a fan of that show. I just think the guy knows how to write for television and knows how to not make you wait and knows how to just get all the elements in there, whether it's mysticism, whether it's revenge,
I
whether
like
it's
the
intrigue.
mysticism.
Oh my God! It has that Native American mysticism involved in it too, which is spectacular. And then the plot line is beautiful for those of us. I feel, I've never mentioned this on the show. I really have always felt a tremendous, and you're going to mock me probably, but I hope you don't.
No.
A tremendous awareness of how I'm thrilled when Kevin Costner did Dances with Wolves. When we identify what we really did to the people that were here before us. And people say, well, they're not Native Americans. They came from that. It doesn't matter. They were here before we were here.
Exactly.
And it's to me, anytime you acknowledge that on any level, I think it is really special. And Taylor Sheridan did that in spades, and I was really happy with that as well. I think.
Why would we mock you for that? That's such a solid
because
theory.
I threw it in there at the end, and it always touches me when that's done, because I've read a tremendous amount of American history that ain't pretty, folks. It ain't pretty what we did and how we, and by the way, you're talking about people that weren't, dancing around the fire and, making whoopee all the time. You had tribal battles that were, the level of violence was unspeakable between tribes here before we got here. That existed too. We're all human beings, and we do some pretty crappy stuff. But it was good to see that.
I love any time something is done to bring attention to, perhaps this is a strong word, atrocities in the past, because it's so much more convenient to gloss over them, and it's scary that people don't know what goes on, because then you are really doomed to repeat it.
Well,
and so even if it's something
it.
as tasty and edible as a Taylor Sheridan television show, if it brings attention to it, that's great.
Love
that's
the guy.
fantastic.
Keep making TV, Taylor Sheridan. You've entertained me more than anything else. We have a phone call coming in. I see the red light on my desk is flashing. Hello.
Hi, this is Michael Bolton, wishing you all the very best this holiday season.
That's a good one.
And in the coming New Year.
Thank you. Look, Rob.
He's
look,
alive.
Don't look down. Look out. Look
Mike,
out.
I was
look
doing
up.
the thing. I had that's
got
not
his
the
head
right
down.
button.
It's like he would be a terrible hockey player. He'd get killed if he was on the ice
Mike,
like that.
trust
Head
me,
straight down. The guy would come from the right, knock the wind clean out of him if he had to do that.
That's the reason I'd be a bad hockey player.
A variety of others. We will take a break and come back with the round table.
Yes.
And more fun and more thrills today on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa. All right, hold on. Let me press this button. Oh, look at that. Listen up, holiday maniacs.
Yes.
DermGlow Skin can help you be the best gift giver in town. Listen, I'll tell you about DermGlow. It's a company run by the lovely Mrs. O'Mara. And you can treat someone to an e-gift card this holiday season, or you can stuff their stocking with eye masks, face masks, SPF sun gear, lip plumper, Lipwid Plumber.
PLUM-R.
Body oils, shower oils, you name it. Carla's got it. She'll ship it anywhere. And if you want to lose those holiday pounds before you gain them, DermGlow Skin has the help you need. Semaglutide or Tirzepatide delivered right to your door. To lose, just click the weight management tab at dermglowskin.com. If you need 15 pounds or less, click on the longevity tab.
Yes.
That's not all. You can level up with PT141, B12 for a natural energy boost. NAD Plus taps into that youthful feeling. Some Moreland, Synapsin, she's got it all. Everything straight to your door, ships for you. So, no reason to wait. Have questions? Carla's got you covered. Start your journey to a better you. Age well with peptides. I'm Mike O'Mara, and I've lost so much weight that gentle woodland creatures no longer fear me. Thank you. They just frolic in the snow. Is it frolic in the show or snow?
Did I write show?
You wrote show. It's snow you wanted, right?
It's snow I wanted, yeah.
And hide their nuts.
That I spelled right.
Now, go in peace, everybody. Thank you. After years of playing military heroes on screen, Tom Cruise is now one in real life. The Top Gun star was honored with the Department of the Navy's Distinguished Public Service Award during a ceremony in London on Tuesday, which recognized Cruise's contribution and dedication to the U.S. Navy through his film work. I think we know way back when he was a kid making Top Gun, Top Gun did more for military recruitment than
it was like
any
a recruitment
movie.
Film.
It was stunning how many people wanted to get into naval aviation when he started that. According to a news release, the award is the Navy's highest honor that a person outside the Department of the Navy can receive. Secretary of the Navy Carlos del Toro presented the award to Cruise, saying in a statement that his work has inspired generations to serve in our Navy and Marine Corps. So
Carlos,
salute to Tom.
The Bull del Toro.
It's Carlos the Bull.
And
that's
also,
exactly what his
well,
name
there
is.
used to be a disc jockey in Southern Virginia named Henry the Bull del Toro.
Hey, I'm Henry the Bull del Toro.
I think that Tom Cruise's involvement with the Navy is why we won the war.
Amen. Which one? We don't know.
All of them. We always win wars because we're
one
great.
Civil Revolution. That's the
1812.
thing. Yes. Yes, sirree. Former Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Vick. Remember him?
I do.
He says he has accepted a head coaching position down in your wife's neck of the woods, down at Norfolk State University.
That's where he comes from, yeah.
He's from Newport News.
Yeah.
He's a short drive away from that. He's a native of Newport News, Virginia. Vick played college football at Virginia Tech, where as a redshirt freshman, he led the school to the college national title game, where his team lost to Florida State. In 2001, Vick became the first black quarterback to be drafted to the NFL first overall. When he was selected by the Atlanta Falcons, he was convicted in 2007 of dogfighting and served 2 years in jail before returning to the NFL, playing for Philadelphia, the Eagles, and a couple of other teams. He also is now, since he has come back, he's become an activist and changed his ways and very public about animal rights and how horrible it was what he does. I believe in second chances for people. He got one, and I hope he's bettered his life. I really do.
What was it that got him involved that he was using the fake name Ron Mexico? Was that
I'm
a
not
drug
sure.
thing?
I think it might have been dating or something like that, right? When he would go out. I think it might have been getting prescriptions.
That might have been it.
For herpes, right? I think that's what
he also got caught with the fake water bottle trying to go through security.
Mm-hmm. What was in the what was the
I think it was
water
marijuana.
bottle? Well, that doesn't look like water.
Look, I've always said this about a lot of these guys, you got these, they're kids still.
They are
when they
kids.
come into the NFL.
Mhm.
And you're around people that can, influence you one way or the other. NFL, more than any sport I've ever seen, have more hangers on than I've ever seen. And
you're right.
I just believe when you're talking about somebody that young, giving them a second chance, and there are people that are animal rights activists that will never forgive him, and I understand that as well. And I'm a dog lover. I can't even imagine how
Did you see
unspeakable
Michael
that
Vick
was.
at the vet yesterday? Was he there?
It was today, Rob.
Oh, good.
It was this morning that I went
forgot.
to the vet. Remember, it's just an hour ago. You
My-
all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. But don't you think that, you know what?
Some of it really fine.
It surprises me that you got something so momentous done right before the program. It seemed like an afternoon thing.
That's why I texted you guys that I'd be running maybe a tick or two late because it
Mike,
was this morning.
I understand that you texted
I thought
me.
yesterday's visit slowed you down today.
No, flat tire and all. No problem at all. It's been a 24-hour period, boys. A new study has found that taxi and ambulance drivers have lower death rates from Alzheimer's than hundreds of other professions. They point to a potential link between memory-intensive jobs and dementia. Dementia. I know it's dementia. The risk of dementia. These drivers must memorize. This is UK, so this is those high-level the cab drivers in the United Kingdom, in London in particular, some of the greatest in the world. They have to go through an amazing amount of training to memorize the streets, right? Before they get on the road.
They don't know where any dentists are. That's weird.
You're doing a fluoride, no fluoride in the water, bad teeth joke.
Did you have fun at the veterinarian yesterday?
Last week, you mean?
Yes.
All right, so they memorize entire city street networks with quick recall, and previous research in the UK indicates that London taxi drivers have functional changes in, I love this name for a body part, the hippocampus. over decades of navigating
I
the
used
city.
to date a girl who went to school there.
I want a hippocampus for Christmas. Favorite note in any Christmas song? Me too.
Gail Peavy.
The hippocampus is used for spatial memory
What's
and
so
navigation.
spatial about it?
And it is also one of the first regions of the brain to be affected by Alzheimer's, the most common form of dementia. So what would that say? Memorize things if you want to do that?
And
right?
have to recall them constantly.
Oh, I do that. I do that with Carla's little side hustle, her little letter writing side hustle that she does, that she talks about online. I do that, and that's total recall now. I don't look at a template. I just remember. I do it from memory.
You're going to have to get rid of that GPS.
Yes,
that's true.
Remember
that's
how
right.
to drive places.
Absolutely. Just memorize it.
Can
Just
I remember
memorize
other
it all
things
the
like
time.
my stupid and almost paralyzingly lame knowledge of like pop music history? Does that help? Because I think
That's a
about
different
that
part
stuff
of the
all
brain.
Okay.
I don't know. It's probably spatial to a degree, but then there are things you don't remember at all.
Yeah, like when you went to the vet last year.
Well, it's like like your brain, I've always said, is very interesting, right? It's got different things you spew out, but then there'll be stuff that we need, and it's not in there.
It's not
you know.
I was talking with my mom last week. If our brain was like
you're
a
funny,
hard
man.
drive, right? And
Right.
and I know the brain never fills up, but you have to think about it's storing memories just on song lyrics alone. I wonder how much of my brain is filled with song lyrics that if I could just blow them out, maybe it could run more efficiently.
That's why whenever you see Rob out in public walking down the street, he walks down the street like this.
Because I'm hearing it in my head, Mike.
NASA's two stuck astronauts, not NASA, NASA's two stuck astronauts just got their space mission extended again. It's kind of a drag. That means they won't be back on Earth until spring. 10 months after rocketing into orbit on a Boeing Starliner capsule, NASA announced the latest delay in, these are the astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams' homecoming. They're delayed again.
I thought it was Colonel Glenn that was up there.
John, another dead one, Rob.
Well,
Another
I mean,
dead.
he
A
would be the
reference
great-
to it. You had Greg Allman, and now you've had John Glenn.
He would be a
Please.
great one to send. I mean, so who cares if he doesn't come back?
Up in space.
He's floating.
These are two test pilots. They planned on being away just a week or so when they blasted off June 5th. God. They're a long time. On Boeing's first astronaut flight to the International Space Station, their mission grew from 8 days to 8 months after NASA decided to send the company's problem-plagued Starliner capsule back empty in September. Is that because it was malfunctioning, I think? I think that's why
Didn't
they
you
Yeah,
and
they
Don-
wouldn't have safely returned in it.
it wouldn't have been safe to put them on that
Right.
and send it back.
Didn't
So
you
they
and
had to
Don
stay
get
up
an offer to work at the International Space Station?
Yes.
It's a great station, wasn't it?
Yeah, Starliner 105. Starliner 105. You know, studies have shown that people at Christmas time who fly on the Starliner actually have lower rates of Alzheimer's. Intelligence for your life. I'm Mike O'Mara. So anyway, it went to 8 months, and they sent the capsule back empty. The pair won't return until the end of March or even April. I would imagine that makes you a little squirrely when your brain is telling you, I've only got a week to deal with this, and you're up there. I hope they got plenty of chow.
Do you think they hate each other?
I don't know, Rob.
I bet
Maybe
they
they'll
do.
make a movie about it.
Yeah.
Maybe
and
they
you know
really
what?
will.
I think if they make a movie, the stars should be you and me. We just have to get larger astronaut suits.
Okay. Anyway, delay. They won't be there until April because of a delay in launching their replacements, according to NASA. A fresh crew needs to launch before Wilmore and Williams can return, and the next mission has been bumped more than a month, according to the space agency. If you're the families, I'm imagining you're pretty pissed off at that, wouldn't you think? Right?
Yeah. I can't imagine. I really can't. Being up there and, you sign up for a finite amount of time, then you don't get to come back. And I guarantee you they're blaming each other.
Yeah. Some of those shuttles they use at Boeing, some are real fine.
Very fine, yes. That you can eat.
I don't know what's What's wrong with this show? This is the holiday week.
It
right
is. It's
before
the
holiday.
holidays, Mike.
Finally today, a woman who celebrated her 106th birthday at her retirement home in Loveland, Ohio, credited her long life to a positive attitude. That's a good thing.
Yep.
And a love of Fireball whiskey.
Hey,
Ooh.
cinnamon flavored.
Florence Hackman, who was nicknamed... You want that one?
Yeah, I do.
Florence Hackman was named Fireball Flo after her love of liquor, led the manufacturer to sending her complimentary bottles and merchandise for her 105th birthday a year ago. Well, she turned 106 on Monday at the Traditions of Deerfield Senior Living Facility. Here's her quote. I just try to be nice to people and try to go one day at a time. That's all. And have an occasional fireball. That's all I do. If you get that one day in, then you can go to the next one. So that's kind of a philosophy a lot of people share, right? The way you do that.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to do one day at a time. Think we've got to do today. Think what I've got to do today. You got to keep moving as long as you can. The retirement home said Hackman still attends daily happy hours with her friends and closely follows her favorite sports team, the Cincinnati Bengals, which I think is wonderful. And Fireball and NFL football, a woman after my own heart. There it is. We got to take a break.
Is she still working as the receptionist?
I felt like I was going to retch there for a second. What's that, Rob?
She's still working as a receptionist at that doctor's office?
Yes, she is. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm a half hour late. Give me a break.
You were supposed to fill out papers.
We'll take a break, come back with more fun and more thrills. You're listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here's a bonus show update for you, ladies and gentlemen. Listen up. New for 2025, we are continuing to maximize your bonus show experience because better access means more fun. And by we mean Josh
Thank
Soroka,
you, Josh.
that man down there. Josh, I have to ask you, how are our listeners responding to this last end-of-year push for the bonus show subscriptions?
Very well, but I'll tell you, we have a lot that expire this week.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people that if they don't renew, they are not going to get to hear Friday's bonus show.
Folks, Fridays is going to be huge.
This is really the key to the kingdom for this show. I don't believe in in trying to fearmonger, but the fact is, this is a massive component of what we do, and we want to keep this thing going because it's small and it relies on the people that subscribe to continue to subscribe. We try to grow our listening audience. We don't have the budget to grow it as fast as we'd like to, but we really love you to continue the fun, and we hope you enjoyed it in 2024, and please subscribe in 2025 to keep this show alive. Listen to what you had to say. We listened to you because you asked for it. Yearly subscriptions are coming back for a limited time only. Those are limited. So if you want the year, act fast. If you want a full year of fun, remember the bonus show is also still available on a monthly basis. We'll do that for the whole run or as an a la carte single episode. So that's nice. Just remember, MikeO'MaraShow.com. That's where you grab it. It's all there. 'Tis the season to renew, and we thank you. The bonus show is the engine that pulls this comedy caboose, and your support keeps it doing its thing. For any issues or assistance, contact Josh or email support@MikeO'MaraShow.com. For more details, visit the bonus show tab at MikeO'MaraShow.com. We said that before. Pray on it, then buy it. Bonus show in excelsis Deo. Sign up today, and all right, Jesus Christ, you are out of your mind this time of year. Season's greetings from all of us here at AM 1630 WMAL.
I thought it was...
The man's nuts, Josh.
It's Christmas joy.
It is Christmas joy.
Hold on, we have a phone call coming in. Hello.
Merry Christmas, groovy listeners. This is Smokey Robinson. Have a super happy Christmas and a most successful coming year.
And a most successful. Thank you.
I play that because people got really irate when I said he was a lesser Motown act, and I'd like to say at this point, I stand by it.
And I prefer his Hanukkah greeting.
Yeah. Do you have the Hanukkah greeting?
I have no Hanukkah greeting.
You don't?
I don't.
Just
Josh,
remember, is it still, by the way, out in Pahrump, Nevada for Nicky Diamond, is it still Hanukkah?
It is, and you can get no payments till February.
Only, if you come into the dealership and you claim your Jewish heritage, you get a great deal on a Kia.
I got 1/8 off.
Yeah, stop it. Anyway, I don't know whether to tell. Yeah, that can keep till tomorrow. Package tracking. I want to talk about that.
All right.
I want to ask you about the brand new scam that you are aware of.
Mike,
I know you are a scam purveyor. You actually like to pay attention to these scams and alert our listening audience.
If I say to you the name Patrick O'Connell, I imagine you know who that is. If you go back into your memory bank,
listener,
no. Famous chef at the Inn at Little Washington.
Oh, yeah. Like one of the great Michelin chefs of the world, Patrick O'Connell, the Inn at Little Washington. Phenomenal restaurant. Kind of out of my league now, but it's really a great place to dine.
I got another yearly rating of 3 Michelin stars. Clearly
Incredible.
the best restaurant in the whole D.C.,
Let me tell you
Virginia, Maryland area.
About this place. It is worth saving up. It is an experience unlike any other. If you like fine dining and you want to, if you're going to go on a trip to Disneyland, some people want to go to a fine dining experience. You know what? Save your money and go, because it really is special. And it's out in the middle of the countryside in Northern Virginia. It's really
and
out in the middle of nowhere.
You can stay there, right? You can
stay there. It's a literal
inn.
inn, and they have a great breakfast too. I did it one time, and yes, it is pricey. It is super pricey, but man, oh man, is it good. It is yummy. You're not going to say that. You're not going to say what?
If you would say that $388 per person for a tasting menu is expensive, I don't know about that.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
They've got a new thing they're adding this year, and they're very excited, and congratulations.
Are you going to poop on my buddy Patrick O'Connell?
I'm just going to say I'm going to cover what they're doing, and they put out a press release.
I think that's completely fair. Absolutely.
Okay. Congratulations again on their 3 Michelin stars. That's amazing. It
is.
According to the Michelin
Hard to do.
It is worth a special trip. Travel to try this restaurant.
Literally flying in to go to this place. It's that good.
Well, they said that, with their proximity to the city, it's a little far out, so not as many people are drinking alcohol because they have to drive back. And they do, wine pairings. Of course, they're fantastic.
I lived in the western suburbs of Northern Virginia.
Yeah.
And I still had a haul to get to this joint. That's how far away it is.
I thought everyone that goes to this has a driver.
Could be.
Nowadays, probably you're close to it. I remember I've seen some like political figures. Do you remember that lady that's on MSNBC? She's an NBC reporter for decades, Andrea Mitchell.
Of course.
She married the Fed chair Alan Greenspan.
And they had beautiful children. You should see them.
Saw him there one time. Saw DC luminaries there back in the day. I no longer could get a table there.
At a lot of and a lot of people think this is not the time to go, but just now they've rolled out their fabulous baby turnips and gorgeous little radishes that are fresh from their garden. Yeah. So if you don't want to have wine with your meal, and I don't know,
they made cicadas for me one time.
We've all had cicadas, but I bet
they
made
tempura fried cicadas, and they were delicious. It's the only time I ate a cicada. My radio partner used to eat them alive.
I know,
by the handful.
He said it was like peanut butter.
One of the great tricks I've ever seen him do. It was special. Really,
it was. It was
but
a
anyway,
parlor trick.
You said there's a scam.
Yeah, there is a scam. So let's say you don't want
you
wine, you don't want like a beer, some sort of fancy porter that pairs with your meal. I think I would feel weird ordering a Coca-Cola at such a fancy restaurant. Mm-hmm. So what they've put out, Mike, is a water menu. How would you like to order special water that pairs with your meal?
Oh, dear. Okay. All right. Lay it on me.
I do want to tell you that Virginia water is free. If you order a 750 milliliter bottle of Virginia water, and I didn't realize this, that Virginia water on the sweet salty scale leans sweet and leans smooth. That's probably pretty good. But let's say you wanted to get some
not if you're in Alexandria, Virginia.
Oh, no.
That's for sure. There it is again. There it is again. I've been on that river.
Yeah, a lot of river water. Mike, let's say you wanted to have glacier water from Berg in Canada. How much would you pay for? It's 750 milliliters, like a wine bottle of this glacier water that you can have with your meal.
$10.
It'll only set you back $95.
Oh, please.
For a bottle of water.
Well, shipping's expensive nowadays.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We know that here at the Mike O'Mara Show. We run a shipping operation out of our bedroom.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Maybe, Mike, you're feeling like California and you want to try Tahoe artesian water. That's only $35 a bottle.
Tahoe? Like Lake Tahoe?
I believe so. If you
we
want
have some of our listeners go and get a bucket.
Mike, Finnish water. Finland.
Finnish water, yes.
Velamo water is actually, it leans very smooth and a little bit sweet. $42 for
It's
a bottle.
water.
How much do you want to bet? And Patrick, forgive me if I'm getting this wrong. They've got an expansive bottle collection in the back room.
Bottled water collection?
No, just bottles that say Finland
bottles.
or Sweden or whatever, and then they fill them from the tap and then they bring them to your to your table.
And everybody sits around and says, this real. Well, it's like wine.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
really.
Yeah.
It's all kind of a BS exercise.
My
when you think
favorite
about
one,
it.
Mike, is it comes from Texas. They're selling this by the glass. It's $8 a glass of water, and it's called Crazy Water.
Crazy water from Texas. Man, oh man, I like that crazy water. I wash my chocolate pie mile wide down with it. It's delicious. I
Aqua
like that.
Carpatica from Romania, $18 a bottle.
What city did this Northern Virginia water come from, Rob? I'm trying to sip right now. Is it Fairfax or was it that town on the river? What's that town called?
Oh, down there?
Yeah, what's that one where they right near the Woodrow Wilson Bridge? What's that little
Alexandria?
thing? Oh, there. Let me try. There it is. Yes, we've gotten that one a workout today, haven't we?
We have.
Yes, we
and also
have.
remember that people were feeling uncomfortable at the Inn at Little Washington during the middle of the pandemic because the tables were so far apart. It was Patrick's idea to leave the other tables in there and put mannequins in there. So it's
the man's a marketer.
He is a marketer, and
by
if
the
you
way,
want a $95
still has
bottle
his
of water-
Dalmatians, I think, walking around. Dalmatian dogs.
Oh no, Mike, I'm sorry. They're actually tonight's featured entree.
They have a little cheese cart that they roll out that's a cow.
And Josh, if you like cheddar, they have a cheddar. It's like about a 1-inch block of cheddar, $6,000.
It's yummy. Yummy.
Mike, that
yummy,
$388 pre-FIS menu, is that tip included?
Probably not.
I wouldn't think so. But you know what? It's the holidays, and if you want to treat yourself to the finer things in life, I recommend a bottle of Crazy Water.
Crazy Water from Texas. Yes, sirree. That's awesome.
And here's your cheese cart.
Yeah, the cheese cart. Oh, there it is. There's the cheese cart. They roll. It's on wheels.
Of course.
And look at all those delicious cheeses in there.
That
and
you
it
can
moves.
eat.
It moves. And it has a bell. Yes, sirree. I want some brie. Let me wash it down with my Crazy Water. Yes, sirree. Yum, yum, yum. What are you grabbing, Bet? There she go. Here comes the chase cart with the Crazy Water.
Crazy Water, crazy cheese.
$96.
Bottle of water.
Bite me. We'll take a break. When we come back, I got to tell you about Spanish ham right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Show to whoa, everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome, AM 1630 WFAL, everyone. Time is running out to win the final Spiewak fruitcake. The auction closes tomorrow. Eek. Remember, children, this isn't your average grocery store dried out fruit brick. This ain't no doorstop either. This ain't no party. This ain't no disco. This ain't no fooling around. It's fruitcake. Only one remains for your bidding. You can. How are we doing? Are we getting more bids on it, or are people all dried up with the fruitcake bids?
You know what? I think people are playing strategy right now because the bids are raising.
I don't like. It's time to go. I might bid on it
it's go
right
time,
now,
baby. You got to
I might buy it right now.
It's reasonable right now.
Get in on the hot citron action. Those are the little pieces of fruit. These miraculous loaves are crafted from a top-secret recipe and handmade with love and care and holiday magic. Mm-hmm. We will have our final winner tomorrow. Plus, here's the best part. A portion of the purchase price will be donated to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, so the more you bid, the more we give to LLS. And that will truly make you feel merry this holiday season. Bid with confidence. Mike O'Mara's thick, rich, creamy eggnog is sold separately. And that's no yolk, folks. Sorry, buddy. Josh and Rob.
Sorry, buddy, indeed.
Josh and Rob, it's weird when you find common ground. I don't know if there are three more different people in the world than three guys that you look at right here. But you two got on a little tangent of something that's being offered in the big box store that Rob was excited about. And then lo and behold, I saw Josh perk his ears up as well. And,
it's hard to miss.
It's
Costco.
See, I haven't been in a while.
It was enough that I came home and I Googled it because I had to know what's going on with this. And it is apparently like a Spanish version of prosciutto. But every time I get prosciutto for a recipe or something, it's sliced paper thin and served that way.
Can you say prosciutto really fast and loud?
Prosciutto!
God bless you.
Oh,
God. Maybe I'm getting the holiday spirit, too, a little bit. No,
I think
not.
you're fine.
Yeah.
But at Costco, and Josh has seen this, too, to bear me out, they sell a Spanish ham kit that comes with a 14-pound ham, a stand for it, and a knife. And according to according to the websites I've checked out, it is cured so well that you don't need to refrigerate it. So I guess the tradition is for Christmas, you just leave the ham in a cool, dry area.
I bet that is stinky feet. I bet that is stinky, stanky feet.
Apparently, it's also a really big deal that it's only $100. That it's a steal for this cured ham.
Now, that to me is something, if you've got the sample board, you have somebody out there carving little. I bet they've done it, right? Don't you think they would have done that? Had the little samples of the ham that you can eat.
That you can eat.
By the way,
yummy, come and try.
I must have my last run. I can tell you exactly what I got. Maybe that means that my brain is working really, really well. The last time I went in, I can tell you exactly what I got in the grocery store, in the Costco.
Okay,
I went in.
What you purchased or what you sampled?
What I purchased.
Okay,
I can
what did
tell
you
you
buy?
right now. Let me see. I'm working off total memory here. Let me get my dinger so I can add them all up. Ding and buzz, ding and buzz. Kirkland large left-handed golf gloves.
Clubs?
Case of Diet Coke.
You bought
one packet.
Gloves you bought. I'm sorry.
Golf gloves.
Oh, I thought you said
little
golf
white
clubs.
golf gloves. Everybody wears them.
Okay,
They're the gold standard for golfers. Let's see. Clorox, the 6-pack of Clorox disinfecting wipes for dog piss.
Oh, I thought that you used those in the bathroom.
Probiotic digestive gummies.
Yes.
And the cocktail shrimp. Cocktail shrimp. In and out. I was in and out.
Mike, the shrimp at Costco is probably one of the best deals that people sleep on because it's perfect. It's good cocktail
sleep on
sauce.
it? That'll mash all the shrimp. You'll have a shrimp mash.
Mike, you know for a fact I only sleep on ham.
Josh, are you a regular visitor of the Cost Company?
I am a weekly visitor, probably.
Weekly visitor? Look at did you know that he had that in common?
Brother, come home. It's great.
It's close to home.
That's Rob, too.
It's nice to go in the afternoon after the show. It's me and a bunch of grandparents.
That's it.
It is the closest place for me to buy something. It is the closest store to my home.
I think we've done shows where we've asked you about it. You mentioned that the shrimp is a great deal.
Yes.
Are there any other go-tos that because I don't really know when I go in there. I don't go in frequently enough to know.
And you'll probably disagree with me their beef is the best in this area. Because it is
agree to disagree. I think it doesn't have the flavor. It does not have the flavor.
Maybe it varies from store to store.
And by the way, I know that's kind of gourmet, persnickety, but there is a difference. If you get something that's local and you can get a bargain on it, that's
but even their meat is almost priced out now. But their strips, their New York strip is an amazing.
Oh, I've had them. I know. I mean, they're a go-to.
They have a chicken pot pie. That I love.
Very good. Yeah,
that's a go-to for a lot of people. Spectacular.
And also, Mike, I don't know if it's in season right now. They make a lasagna bolognese that is as good as anything you could make.
Pre-made pasta dish?
And here's what's great is they layer it not with noodles and ricotta. They do it with ravioli layers. But the sauce is amazing, the red sauce.
The sauce is so good, you just die. You just die when you go in there. And the one down here in Florida, the last time I was there, a beautiful selection of AR-15s. right along the back wall. They're
Ours sells no
fantastic.
firearms.
It's a Florida thing. It's a Florida thing.
But, it was great when I visited you in Florida that not only do they sell firearms, they also sell liquor at your Costco. They don't here.
This is a real digression, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why, but it was right before I went to sleep last night.
Oh, no.
I don't know what it says about me. I'm sorry again. I apologize. And by the way, for for the people that might be uptight about the whole animal thing that we've been doing on the show today, my apologies once again.
Right.
There are farmers, I believe down in Texas, that have
that's where crazy water comes from.
They have wild pigs, wild hogs that are inundating their crops.
Oh, you want to take a helicopter trip?
They didn't do it with a helicopter. They did it in the back of a pickup truck. They go out and just pop, 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 because the first thing you see on this video is you see a pristine field that looks like maybe alfalfa or wheat, or it's some sort of agricultural crop.
Right.
And then to the right of it is where the hogs were, and it's utterly ripped to shreds and destroyed by the hogs.
They can be destructive.
And so I guess they show you that to justify
it brings us
the
around
Gatling
back.
gun that they bring out from the back of a pickup truck. You know, the kind of gun that goes.
Yeah. Mike, it brings us back to the ham. Trip Affleck in the chat room says it is the best, and he won't hear a word against it.
Trip Affleck is one of our famous gourmets on this show.
He knows food. I'm tempted to get one just to try it.
I saw one review where the guy bought it, puts it on his kitchen table, and he says it makes his day that he just walks by, slices off a piece, and has a little snack heading to the other part of the house.
You guys are really selling it. You guys are really selling it.
It comes with a knife. How can you go wrong?
How do you not want this on your counter?
Okay, let's take a look at that.
Yeah, you'd have to take the webbing off. That kind of looks
and
like
that nice knife on the bottom comes with it.
It does. It does.
Yes.
And that fishnet stocking over it makes it resemble an older stripper's leg.
There it is.
If I was having a party, I would buy that.
That's
well, if you're having a party, don't leave a knife like that out.
Right. Well, no, you need someone that sits there and cuts it for your guests.
I would be very tempted to try because people have different things. Almost everyone has turkey for Thanksgiving, but for Christmas, people do different things. Some people do turkey.
You don't carve the turkey before we get there.
I usually do a beef tenderloin, but my buddy Brad does a ham.
Brad.
And we talk about the week between Christmas and New Year's. He said, "What are you going to do?" He says, "I think I'm going to visit the ham." And visiting the ham would be so convenient if you had the Spanish ham with the stand.
All right,
yeah,
that you can eat.
So
go get it. Go get it right now and enjoy your
Josh,
ham, your Spanish ham.
You were going to buy it for who?
I was thinking of buying it for my dad just because it's such an odd gift.
Yes.
That but I ended up being talked out of it. So
Did
Kelly
talk you out of it?
Yes, because it's weird.
But is your dad a gourmet? Is your dad
no.
Does he have a sophisticated palate?
No.
Okay. All right.
I could see him cutting slices off and making a little ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
if we buy it though, I'm not going to put it in the dining room or the kitchen. I think I'll put it in my bedroom.
You know who'd love it?
I was thinking your desk right there.
Carla
each morning.
Carla loves that charcuterie. She loves
you should
that
go. I know your Costco has to have the ham. Wouldn't it be great if we all three bought the ham this year?
If I present her with that as her exclusive Christmas present, I may be stabbed with a knife that comes with the ham.
That's Mike. The knife is not for slicing; it's for stabbing.
That knife looks like it's the real deal too.
Yeah.
And by the way, here's a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for Yellowstone.
What?
Knives featured in Yellowstone.
Do they have the ham in Yellowstone?
No, the ham's not in Yellowstone. We got to take a break.
That's
when we come
sad.
back,
I love that
you
the
said
ham
you were bragging about your beautiful video before.
I've got great stuff for you today, Mike.
Really
beautiful.
It's good. Yeah,
especially
really.
Beautiful.
Some of it really fine.
Yes.
Coming up on the show,
I like seeing you get your props together, Mike.
Yeah. For the next commercial.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, don't spoil it.
Always thinking ahead, ladies and gentlemen. That's me on the show. Hey, you've heard it on the show, haven't you? I'm talking about this sound.
Oh, come on, let it rip. Nah, you're talking.
Babaloo! You've seen it on social media. Now You can have your very own. It's the official TMOS Loud Cup. It's the loudest stocking stuffer in town. It's a 20-ounce insulated cup. No more freezing your hands off, Mr. Scholarship winner. It comes in 3 colors. And the best part, it's proudly emblazoned with the TMOS logo. It's only $29.99 and is available for the pre-order price right now of $29.99. I already said that. Order right now at MikeO'MaraShow.com. I can actually get a different sound on it by taking this off, and then I put it back on the big part. By the way,
it gets louder.
Forget it.
No, Mike. It's so easy. It's easy.
I dropped it. You
didn't drop it.
Just click the store. So easy and fun to use. Fill the Loud Cup with your favorite drink. Maybe a soda pop, of course, or so. Then turn the cup around and activate the horn. Blower. Activate. You control the volume, yeah. And the harder you blow, the louder the horn will be. So blow hard, real hard, as hard as you can. Most folks will think you're just taking a sip, when in fact you're blowing a sound. Each Loud Cup features a double wall insulated design and fits in a standard cup holder. Plus, the snap fit lid. Plus, the snap fit lid keeps you. That's SFN. SFL keeps your drink safe. I should get through this. It's the TMOS Loud Cup. Buy it now at the store at MikeO'MaraShow.com and get loud. Yeah, get loud.
Hey,
everybody.
I like that. Some beautiful video.
That is beautiful video.
Lord Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Mike, funerals don't have to be sad.
No, they don't.
No. Which is why a funeral home in Columbus, Ohio has gotten approval to open a bar in the funeral home. Now, on the surface, this sounds good.
I'm all in.
But when you see the guy who apparently owns the funeral home and how he's regarding it, I soured on it. He seems way too young, and pay special attention to his
Is he
name.
slick?
My role in this position is to kind of be a party planner for dead people. You know, be more of a celebration of life.
The eyebrows.
And more of the multi-day traditional services, which cost a lot of money.
Hunter Triplett, the owner of Evergreen Funeral, Cremation, and
I carved a
Reception,
casket out of my own wood.
It's Hunter Triplett, and he does look just like, what's his name?
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson in Meet the Parents.
He does.
I carved it out of one piece of wood.
Little man named JC.
It would have to be JC.
to shed the business's reputation.
Oh no! They're showing a fire in the crematorium.
That's not a fire, Rob. That's a crematorium.
I know, it's really
of
dark.
being dark and morbid by offering manageable prices and the option.
Oh, that's
for
a nice
mourners
room.
To raise a
Yeah, and
toast.
also let's examine.
That's a nice bar. That's really expensive.
And also, Mike, I hate to use my cursor, but look to the left side of this picture. Not only do they have the finest stackable chairs, obviously the people that dropped off whatever it looks like Christmas ornaments.
All right,
they're still in the bag.
since I'm the closest one to the final resting place based on age, I would like to put in a request. I do not want any ceremony whatsoever in a place like that.
I don't know, Mike.
You know what? It speaks to me wanting to have it like in a watering hole.
There's not a window in there.
Right, exactly.
No.
I've
Well,
been
'cause
in
you
places
don't-
like that.
you don't want to know what time it is.
Is he talking again? Is
No,
he going to talk
I just
again?
wanted you to see him one
There
more
he is.
time.
Hey, how are
My
you? He's like
role
12.
in this position is
With his
to,
eyebrows.
kind of be a party planner for dead people. You know, be more of a celebration of life than more of the multi-day traditional services. Which
Josh brought up the fact that his dad so owns the funeral home, not him.
A party planner. How about for the deceased? As opposed to, why didn't he should use the jargon, don't you think, Rob?
I think so. And also, I love the fact that some real hardworking, want to make the best of it cameraman said, "Can we film you in front of the pink coffin?"
Yeah, the little piece of coffin. So
Yeah,
that we,
the
show
micro
you.
coffin.
Right, exactly. And these are our display of handles for your pallbearers.
Mike, and not to get too deep into it, speaking of the mini coffin, thank you for that video you sent me.
Oh, yes. You more than appreciated. Absolutely.
loved it very,
yes.
very much.
Tend
Now,
to be during the holidays. Send Rob a lot of. I should send it to Josh too. I will. I'll send it to Josh. Josh will enjoy it.
Mike, there's a lot of talk about this on social media, and I'd heard of it, but it's apparently trending again. It doesn't appeal to me. Have you ever heard of hot Dr. Pepper?
No, sounds
Yeah.
gross.
Ever heard of
Any
hot
soft
Dr.
drink.
Pepper? This is soda on a whole nother level. Let me show you how easy and delicious this is. Just
Can
hang
you
with me.
pause
All
it
you
for a
need-
second?
Yeah, of course.
WHOLENUTHER is not the English language.
A whole nother?
I've always hated the expression. A whole nother.
I love Dr. Pepper as much as the next guy. You know this. But the
Yeah.
fact is, if you heat it, it's going to lose its effervescence. And just by putting some lemon on it, you're going to be drinking hot, flat soda. But don't think, Mike, this is a new trend. Set your Wayback Machine to 1968.
Hi, I'm Dick Clark. You know, when the weather is sunny and hot, you and I really go for a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper, the soft drink that goes so well with hot weather.
Yeah.
Deliciously different.
This is
When the
pre-stroke.
weather's hot, Dr. Pepper tastes great cold. And when the weather's cold, that's when Dr. Pepper tastes so great hot. Hi, Max.
Here's
Really?
the party, Mike.
Hold on, I want
With
to see
friends,
this.
a roaring fire. The perfect time for hot Dr. Pepper. Delicious and so easy to prepare. Just heat Dr. Pepper in a saucepan till it steams, then pour over a thin slice of lemon. That's a hot idea.
Rob?
Yes, Dr. Pepper is delicious, cold or hot.
You will have a food experiment tomorrow.
Hot Dr. Pepper?
I think it is sold on me because the carbonation is what I wouldn't like hot, but that probably goes away.
Probably goes away, and
So
it's
then
like
you
a,
can-
it's like a punch.
It
Right, so you
truly
just have the
is, Mike.
spices.
It could be a Christmas miracle.
What's her name again?
Mrs. Garrett.
What was her act? What was the actress's?
Hope you have a wonderful, happy holidays.
Can we do the experiment tomorrow?
Yes,
Can
of
we do
course,
the
and
hot
it's-
Dr. Pepper? I'll try to acquire one. You know,
I
that
will
shouldn't
have
be
hot
too tough.
Dr. Pepper, and I'll put in the background Charlotte Rae
Josh,
singing
you-
her beautiful
Yeah.
song.
You ready for a hot Dr. Pepper
I'll
for
go pick up-
our last regular show of the year tomorrow? I think that's
Hot
a
Dr.
cool idea.
Pepper.
Very good.
That's
Very
right.
exciting.
And
I like
tomorrow, Mike, it'll be great. But today is
that. Yes.
the
Here it is.
only
8 days.
8 days left for Christmas.
I
no,
got
hold
it.
it. I'm sorry, Mike.
7 days.
7 days.
7
What
days.
is the matter with me?
Sorry about that. Here it is. 7 days.
7 days left for Christmas shopping.
7 days left to fill the stocking. 7 days left for Christmas shopping.
Hi there.
Only got 7 more.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi
Only
there.
7 more shopping days. That's all. Why not finish it up today?
Thanks for the message. Convicts.
Yeah, they love when she sings.
Yeah,
Although,
there
you know
go.
what? The
Charlotte
convicts
Rae.
loved more than the song is their time with Mrs. Garrett later.
Oh,
on
yeah.
in the
They had a
evening.
conjugal visit.
That's right.
All of them.
If you want to find that episode of The Facts of Life, it's from season 6. It's called The Train. So check it out. Mike, let's close with this. Michael Brewer. Does the name mean anything to you?
Is he a stand-up? No, it's Jim Brewer. Sorry, he lives down here. He lives down
he is. This is half of the rock and roll one-hit wonder group, Brewer and Shipley, who, when you were but a youth, had the song "One Toke Over the Line."
Yeah. Should I have ordinance ready for this?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you're going
Lay
to
it
like
on me.
this.
All right.
And just so you know, he was 80, which is sad. Vice President Spiro Agnew in 1971 referred to the duo as being subversive to American youth because they were on Nixon's enemy list because they sang this song, obviously about marijuana.
Okay.
One Took Over the Line. And you would think that's fine, but
Some
where
of
would
it
you,
is really fine.
Some of it was, but where would you be least likely to see that song performed?
The 700 Club.
You're not far off, Mike.
Okay.
The Lawrence Welk Show.
Oh, my.
And I want you to see the Lawrence Welk Orchestra's take on this, and also the Myron Florin. I know this. Was
Accordion player, right?
His lead accordion player, who sometimes did introductions. He barely makes it through this intro. This is classic television that we'll never see the likes of this again.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Now, here's an attractive couple, Gail Farrell from Durant, Oklahoma, Dick Dale from Algona, Iowa.
Oh.
Excuse me. Let's listen to Gail and Dale and one of the newer songs.
And they chose to leave that in, which is nice.
This is HD.
Yeah.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. One toke over the line.
They're singing about weed.
They are.
But they don't know they're singing about weed.
I think she does. I don't think he does.
Oh, she's a tomcat.
Yeah, she is. She knows about the train.
Yeah.
This is like a Righteous Gemstones scene.
It is.
You know what? I can't top that. Josh wins.
Thank you,
That's
boys.
all I have for you today.
Both the singers struggling with incontinence. There they are. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. Yes.
Here they are with one of the newer songs.
Yes, one of the newer songs the kids are talking about nowadays. Please enjoy One Toke Over the Line while you slice into your Spanish ham. We got to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow with the last episode, regular episode of the year, and then we got a bonus episode, our last of the year for that. The day after you can eat. So check us out, ladies and gentlemen.
Go to that auction. Get in while the getting is good. You're going to get a deal.
Let's set a record for our last fruitcake of
I'd love that.
2024, okay? Thank you. For Josh Soroka and Rob Spiewak, this is Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Ah, yes. Gary Krimble.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara bonus show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, radio entertainment.
Well, I don't got the rain man cold, but they're. Peace be with you.
Lecker.